Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of The Trevor Ohlsen Show, episode number 34, on Wednesday, January 13th, 2021. I'm your host, Trevor Ohlsen. How's everybody doing? Welcome to The Trevor Ohlsen Show. What is crackety-lack? Lackety-lack-lackin'. A revolution has begun, folks, from my 7-day absence of the news. Revolution has begun, and the leader is a man wearing a wolf coat and a tattooed American flag on his face. He will be our leader, and I will follow him. No, I'm talking about, of course, the quote-unquote revolution that happened at the Capitol. By the way, which has not been stormed since the War of 1812 by the British, and yet in 2021, we just let people waltz on in. We let Wolfman walk on in. It's like he's trying to audition for the fucking X-Men, and he walks in and he's like a fucking actor. I'm here for my audition for the next X-Men. I am Wolfman. And he transforms into a wolf. He wears an American flag on his face. I am an American patriot wolf. It's preposterous that these people, these mentally ill people, waltzed on in to the Capitol. I just watched the video. Of a woman, some woman who got maced. I am so disconnected, and I'm glad to be disconnected. But I did just watch a video of this woman who got maced. She's like, I walked in, I got like 2 feet in, and they maced me, man. And the reporter's like, what are you doing here? And she's like, we're storming the Capitol. It's a revolution. It's like, you're just bummed out you're not working at KFC because of COVID. There's a squirrel right outside my window. I think it's safe to say that shutting down America and not allowing people to work and not allowing people to go about their lives has resulted in catastrophe, folks. Truly, I mean, my God, if these people were working, I imagine they wouldn't be waltzing into the Capitol looking for the Obamas that they can arrest. It's like, oh, it's so crazy, the time we're living in. It's so wild. And then I was at my sister's last night. I'm hanging out with her and Shane and the kids. And it's like, what's her face? Whitmer is talking about, yeah, well, maybe we should push back till February. It's like, are we going to do this for another year? Listen, I get that COVID's real. And people have accused me of being an incompassionate person for saying maybe we should open the country. It's like the only people who don't want to open the country are the people who are clearly being unaffected by what's going on. I'm not even being affected by going on, but at least I recognize the fact that, hey, Americans and people need to work. Not just Americans, the world. We have to make money. This is coming from someone who does a fake podcast. Like, it's not fake, it's real. But, like, we have to work. People have to work. And if they don't work, what do? They dress up as a wolf and storm the Capitol building. These far right, far left, there's so much division. I can't do it. And this is why I basically stopped watching the news. My parents watch it every morning. I walk upstairs, I throw headphones in, I listen to a lecture. Typically, a lecture or a book I'm listening to on Audible. Always listening to books, always listening to lectures. Never watching the news. And I feel much better mentally when I'm not watching the news. And I'm going, life is good. You know what? Life's good. Life is challenging, but it's good. It's like I've got a lot of meaning in my life, trying to grow things and build things. I have a lot of challenges that are meaningful to me. I have a lot of things going on, but you know what? The world's okay. And then it's like you throw the news on, it's like, oh, we're about to implode as a nation because of Wolfman. Patriot Wolfman storming the Capitol. He's gonna lead us to freedom. Patriot Wolfman storming the Capitol. He's gonna lead us to freedom. It's I couldn't think of anything else to rhyme with that phrase. So freedom. See, she done bad. She done. I don't know. But it's like, hey, people need to work. All right, that guy needs to get back in his fucking tattoo parlor, or his taxidermy business. He needs to go back in there. What if he's probably from the Midwest? He owns a taxidermy shop, and he's just like, you know what? I've had enough of enough of this Joe Biden. I literally just had to think who's going to be president. That's how disconnected I am. This whole fraudulent voting system, I will go destroy it. They just waltzed in. I'd have to look up like how they, I don't know. I know there was a bunch of people there. My mom had the news on the whole day. I was downstairs working on stuff, had it on the whole day. I came upstairs and it was just like, what the hell is going on? And of course, I know I talked about this last week. I must have talked about it on Saturday. On Patreon. Go sign up on Patreon. Like Trump, like last Saturday, he had just been permanently removed from Twitter, and now he's off everything. And like that's a very slippery slope precedent to set. When big tech can silence the president of the United States, what does that say for the everyday average person? I think it sends a message loud and clear that, hey, align with our ideology or you have no voice. And that's a very scary thought, and it's a very scary thing to continue down. And I truly am worried for our country, you guys. All jokes aside about the Patriot Wolfman, who I'm having on the podcast next week. Wouldn't that be amazing? So tell me, what was it like to lead a social revolution? Oh man, it was just great. I threw my paint on, grabbed my wolf suit, and I just ran out there. Like the fact that he was wearing that too. He's mentally ill. Something's going on. Either that or he was bummed out at the fact that his metal band like didn't go get anywhere. I don't know. Like his album flopped. He had a flop, so he's a failed metal band artist. He could probably start a metal band now and go tour if, we were allowed to do that. I was talking to a manager in the industry the other day, and he's just like, touring looks very different. It's like, no shit. It's like, how are entertainers supposed to make money? How is anyone supposed to make money right now? It's so crazy. I'm trying advertisements and marketing. I'm trying everything. I'm doing this podcast, which I like to do, which I'm happy to be doing. But I mean, to take away, and I can speak for myself as an entertainer, as someone who travels, as someone who was really just beginning his entertaining career, like, we have to travel and do shows and tour. Like, screw all the rest of you, all right? No. But like entertainers, like musicians, comedians, like all these different people, it's like we travel and do shows. And I'm so frustrated at the fact that restaurants are not being opened up. Like, we have to open up our restaurants. We have to open back up. What is Whitmer saying? Let's jump in. I need a producer who can look this shit up for me. Hey, Timmy, what is Whitmer saying on opening up? Whitmer opening Michigan news. Let's see. Michigan bars and restaurants to reopen February 1st. Yeah, they were supposed to open last week. Like, they love doing this. They love going, well, we're just going to push it back 2 more weeks. It's got to be cautious. It's like there's a reason people are trying to kidnap you, ma'am. I'm not saying that I agree with what they did or that whole plan they had to capture Gretchen Whitmer. Like, I'm very glad that did not happen. But I get it. If I was attached to some sort of right wing, like super right wing, far right ideology. And I didn't work, and I was in like a trailer park home, and I had 8 of my boys together, and we're doing coke and drinking beers, and they're going, "Hey, dude, let's go fucking kidnap Whitmer." And they're like, "Yeah, yeah." I mean, it's like teenage boys. Or like young adolescent men. You get together, and it's chaos because we feed off each other. It's like all of a sudden you're planning to kidnap the governor. Okay. Restaurants and bars in Michigan could possibly reopen, possibly, there's that fucking word, by February 1st, according to the Michigan Licensed Beverage Association. On Tuesday, the group released a statement noting that Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer would make an important announcement during a Wednesday press conference about restaurants and bars here, and here's what she said. The reopening would likely take place beginning February 1st, giving owners time to work with supply chain and figure out staffing. It will likely include a limited capacity and curfew. Are we in fucking Russia? Curfew, I don't like that word. And I don't like the fact that they can, maybe I'm totally wrong with viewing this. Maybe I'm looking at it from a skewed perspective of some sort, but I don't think the government has the right to tell you there's a curfew. Like, that's not how it works. Curfew, and then possibilities for restaurants that take additional public health measures to have a higher capacity limit. It's like, these fucking people, do they not understand, like, the profit margins of a restaurant are like 12%? Like, they're so low. The margins are so low that even when you're running at full capacity and you're busy consistently, then you can start to make money. But the idea of okay, you know what? I'll lean in a little bit. Okay, great. Let's open things back up with a limited capacity. Okay, socially distanced, limited capacity. Things just have to start opening. They do. They just have to start opening, or I mean, how many businesses have shut down permanently in America, all right? It's already over 100,000, I know. Think of that. 100,000 businesses gone. How many businesses? How many businesses have shut down due to COVID? Let's see. In America. Oh, yeah, right here. I'll just read the headline. Nearly 100,000 establishments closed. And that was in September. Oh, my God. It's disaster. It's a complete catastrophe. Complete catastrophe throughout the whole country. Economically disastrous. And, like, I'm from a small town, and I live in a small town, and we are a tight-knit community of folks. And it's like this town has already been struggling economically. I mean, people leaving, people going to Marquette and other, bigger cities and stuff like that. But, I mean, this is going to do so many small towns in. I mean, this is going to kill small towns. It is killing small towns. It's killing mom and pop shops throughout the entire country. And it has to reopen. I know this is a comedy podcast, folks, but I feel like, what am I bumping when I do that? I'm always bumping that. That's that fucking noise. We have to open up. And I'm not saying be irresponsible and foolish. Like, I understand that COVID's real. I had it. I'm a survivor. But we have to open up. It's fucking crazy. Anyway. Storming the Capitol. Trump's not going to the inauguration. I was joking about that last week. Donald, you have to go. No! I don't want to. Donald, no! Donald, I don't want to go. I don't like Joe. Hey, this is Joe's day. You've had the last 4 years, all right? And then I have to say, I couldn't have loved it more. Back when Donald was on, maybe I talked about this last week, but oh well. I'm drinking coffee, by the way. I never drink coffee during the show. Donald Trump saying on one of his last video posts, when he was sort of condemning, he's like, they're real American patriots, but hey, settle down. Sort of condemning the people at the Capitol. He comes, and then at the very end of the video, he goes, and to all my fabulous supporters, our wonderful journey together is just beginning. And I was like, that is the cliffhanger of cliffhangers if I've ever heard one. I mean, come on. He's for sure going to run in 2024. Yeah, I definitely did talk about this last week. Oh, well. He's for sure going to run in 20... well, does he run? Yeah, I mean, I would... unless somebody kills him. Now I'm on some list because I said Donald Trump, kill him. There it is again. It's just... it's too much, folks. It's too much. Stop watching the news. I say that somewhat hypocritically as I every now and again glance at it. Because it's like you want to be informed and you want to make decisions and you want to have somewhat of an understanding of what's going on. But then you watch the news and you go, oh, never mind. I'm good just living in my little world. I'm living in a bubble. Intentionally, folks. I'm up here in the middle of nowhere. I'm making albums and podcasts. I'm going to the gym. I'm spending time with family and friends. Living in a bubble. And I recommend you do the same. I also want to say, I think I'm going to start making some vlogs. I had a dream last night. And I almost never remember my dreams. And I've been really wanting to read this book called The Dream Analysis by Carl Jung. Carl Jung's hung. Okay, wow, Trevor's a real intellectual. I've been wanting to read this book called The Dream Analysis. It's probably really incredibly complicated, but it's all about the interpretation of dreams, obviously. And I've been hearing more and more about this idea of the interpretation of dreams and dream analysis and this whole sort of thing. And I'm trying to be a bit more cognizant of my dreams, but I just don't remember them. I wake up, they're there. And here's the only way I can remember my dreams. I have to wake up and then I have to I can't move a muscle and I can kind of enter back into the dream, and then I can become conscious of it. But most of the time, I don't ever remember my dreams. But last night, I dreamed I was in my kitchen with family, and I had made it was a vlog I made. It was the vlog I just put up on my YouTube channel called, it was me and my sister's boyfriend, him getting a haircut, and we documented the whole thing. It was fun. And in the dream, I had like specifically 8,999 views on it, and it was in the dream. That happened in a day. And I was like, oh wow, 9,000 people, in a day. Excuse me. And I was like, maybe. And then I woke up, and I actually remember that, and I never remember my dreams. And I was like, maybe, and since I'm kind of starting to get into dream analysis and the interpretation of dreams, I kind of started thinking, I was like, maybe that's like my brain telling me you should start to vlog and things will take off a bit more. And I'm feeling a bit of internal resistance like I felt when I started this podcast. I started this podcast with a bit of internal resistance of... First off, A, will I have enough to talk about? B, will it be funny? Will people listen? C, do I have the time? All sorts of little things. And I was like, I do have the time. I have like a nagging 3 days of, you should start a podcast. You should start a podcast. You should start a podcast. And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to start a podcast. And I'm definitely glad I did. And now I do this every Wednesday and Saturday, and it's fun, and people dig it. I dig it. It's fun. It's creative. It's an unfiltered version of myself, which is great because sometimes you try to act a certain way on camera to please people. Or, you know what? It's easy, I should say, it's easy to fall into that. even if you start off authentically, it's easy to kind of start to read what people want from you, and it's easy to fall into trying to please people, and therefore you alter yourself and that sort of thing. So I'm feeling a bit of internal resistance with regards to starting a vlog. Resistance of like, hey, I do the same shit almost every week. Is it gonna be worth filming, and will people watch it? So there's like a sense of will it, like, not like worthiness, but sort of like worthiness, like will people watch it? But so there's that. B, this is just me totally being lazy. I'm thinking of like, okay, I'm gonna have to be filming a lot of shit. Which it's like, Trevor, if you're gonna fucking make money and work, you have to work, okay? And so just do that. So that's something I could probably get over quickly. C, it's going to be a little uncomfortable, especially if I do something I know I should do. Like, I know I should take my camera into the, like, with me into town, and I should be filming, like, while I'm at the gym or while I'm in, like, I'd love to just, like, take the camera with me, like, while I fucking go to Walmart or while I do whatever. But there's definitely a part of me that's like, unconfident with that, because I just need to stop caring what people think. I need to get out of my own head about that, because like nothing's gonna happen. Like the worst that would happen would be someone be like, "Hey, you can't film in here." I'd be like, "Okay." So I don't know, but so that's a little bit of the internal resistance. Like, hey, I don't know if I'll have like I said, will people watch it? But I felt the same way with this podcast, and I'm doing this. So I think, like right now, maybe I'll do like a weekly vlog, because the vlog I did with my sister's boyfriend, it's got a couple hundred views, and I know that's nothing on YouTube, but it's more than I normally get. And I've had people say, like, in town, like, "Oh, you're the boy that." Well, I've had a lot of people say, like, "Oh, you're the one who makes music," but I've had a lot of people say too, like, "Oh, I loved your vlogs." I was like, huh. And I did have fun doing them, and I just need to fucking man up and take responsibility for it and just do it. So I think I'm gonna try a little vlog action, a little vlog action. Use my drone, get some cool aerial shots. It's like, I have that now. I totally even forgot that I could do that as far as like utilizing cool drone shots. And so maybe today I'll go out and get some cool footage, and I think I might film a little bit every day. Maybe, like, I really don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna do maybe like a weekly vlog. Let's hypothetically say it comes out every Monday, okay? And, I film my week Monday to Monday, and I piece together a vlog. Cause I do love making videos. Like, when I'm making videos, I am like sucked in, and I'm in a flow state for sure. Like the time goes by like that. And people seem to dig them, and I dig them as well. I've always had this sort of internal conflict of like, well, I don't want to be a cover artist, and so like that's why I stopped uploading cover videos. And it's like, I made that fucking comedy video, 10 Signs You're from the UP, and that blew up, and I was like, well, I don't know if I really want to do like comedy videos. It's like maybe I've been too attached to this version of my identity with regards to music. I don't know. Probably. That's a big lesson I've learned. Don't get too attached to one version of your identity, folks. So I'm really fucking all over the place, you guys, right now. In my mind, I'm like, I don't know if I need to make really schedule my days to figure out like what it is I should be doing, because it's like, I need to be focusing on music, and I need to be focusing on social media, and I need to be focusing on filming, and I need to be focusing on sales and Patreon and all this stuff, which I know I can, if I make a schedule, I can do it each day. So maybe I'll just do that after this. I really probably should make a schedule, start filling up my days, fill them up as productively as possible. Anyway, there's a revolution going on. Wolfman is storming the Capitol. Yeah. Yes, sir. It's just so crazy. And I'm starting to feel like, I was gonna say, it's like, as someone who does have a podcast, I typically don't have guests. Like, how much more? Like, not I can't leave my house. What am I gonna talk about? No, I leave my house. But again, it's just that sort of, I don't know. It's like you watch all these YouTubers, and they're always doing all this crazy shit. If I'm being completely honest, I don't really want to go do all that crazy shit. Like, I don't want to make I don't want to make fucking prank videos. I don't want to go do stupid things. I don't want to, like, be a fucking idiot just to get clicks. Like, I just want to live my life and be happy with my routine and my day. And maybe it won't work. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? By God, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts, folks. What else is there to talk about? The news is always like, it's the worst day yet. Again, back to the news. Back to the news, folks. Fuck it. Let's talk about some books I'm listening to, all right? Oh, Trevor, that sounds exciting. Go fuck yourself. Actually, I'll get to the books. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. All right, I'll get to the books. Books that I am reading and listening to, and maybe you should consider reading and listening to as well. Here's a few. I just finished reading, I already mentioned The Compound Effect. That was good, by Darren Hardy, I think is his name. Successful entrepreneur. I talked about him on Saturday too. So The Compound Effect. I jumped over to his other book once I finished that one, called The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster, something like that, which has encouraged me because he's talking about, like, you're going to feel intense days of discouragement and wanting to quit and give up. And for some reason, just as of lately, I've been feeling that way, which is quite uncommon for me. And so it was just a good reminder that, like, hey, don't get too discouraged. Just, grab it by the balls and keep going, sort of thing. So I'm listening to that. Another book that I'm listening to, again, Love Is Not Enough by Mark Manson, a great book about relationships. Yes, yeah. And that's that. Anyway, I feel like these shows are getting worse and worse. What do I do? Are they getting worse and worse? I don't know. People are like, hey, I love the show. I think I'm just in my own head too much. I don't know. I don't know. What do we know, folks? Let's just look up some fun facts. Let's discuss fun facts about what? 101 fun facts. This sounds fucking lame. All right, I want to see how many people have watched my video. It's an unhealthy. Ready? Oh, 209, baby. I've been up for a day. Nice. Or 2 days, whatever it was. I need to start watching some Joe Rogan again too. Little Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. He's one of the main reasons why I started a podcast. Shockingly enough, I know. 101 fun facts. This sounds lame. Oh, these are horrible. Well, this one's interesting. The tallest man ever recorded was American giant Robert Wadlow, who stood 8 feet 11 inches tall. Wadlow's size was the result of abnormally enlarged pituitary gland. Yes, the tallest living man is 37 years. Oh, the currently tallest. He was only 8 foot 2 inches. Who gives a shit? Yeah, these are fucking lame. I'm sorry, this show sucks, you guys. See, I'll say that, and then people will be like, I love the show. Then other people will be like, yeah, it did suck. I don't know. I needed to stop listening to all of you fucks. But I love you. I love all of you. Oh. See, maybe I should just do half-hour shows. Maybe I should cut back to 30-minute shows. Let me know. Should I cut it back? Should I do half-hour shows instead? I'm like 29 minutes in now. I could end it in 40 seconds. I feel like the last half hour, I'm just making an excuse. No, I just feel like the last half hour, I'm reaching. I don't know. What am I supposed to talk about? Oh, what did I talk about that? See, I talked about that. It's oh man, I need to start having some guests. That's what I need. I need to start having some guests. Otherwise, this show is gonna fucking tank. It's gonna tank and collapse like the United States of America is about to. No, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with America. I hope we recover. I hope so. It's gonna take a long time to recover. Yeah, I shouldn't watch the news because then I just end up talking about this. But I was listening to one of my favorite comedians, Tim Dillon, before the show. I always kind of listen to him to see, because he gets me like, excuse me, he really makes me laugh, but he's also really cynical and negative. And so he also always kind of leaves me feeling bad, which I'm conflicted with because I think he's a fantastic comedian. I think he's hilarious. He's also very smart. But he's also really cynical and like almost nihilistic, and which makes me feel more cynical and nihilistic. I'm definitely not nihilistic for sure. I'm not cynical. I should say I make every effort to not become cynical. But I listen to the old Tim Dillon, and he always is talking about like his show, the Tim Dillon show, is like he's always just really involved with what's going on in the country right now, and he's really good at just rambling on and talking about current events. He's great at it. So, but I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. We're at the halfway point, folks. Halfway point. I haven't set this cup of coffee down this whole half hour. I'll set it down during the break. Halfway point, folks. If you'd like to reach out to the show and no one does, the Trevor Ohlsen Show at gmail.com. That's the Trevor Ohlsen Show at gmail.com. I just got a text. What did I get? Who's it from? There we go. Never mind. Filming with my phone. The Trevor Ohlsen Show at gmail.com. Send me your questions, your comments, your concerns, your news to the Trevor Ohlsen Show at gmail.com, folks. I'd love to hear from you. Haven't spoke to another human being in like 12 months, and so it'd be great to hear from you. That's the Trevor Ohlsen Show at dmail.com, at dickmail.com, gmail.com, at gmail.com. You know what I need? I need some sponsors to start filling some fucking time. Because like Tim will do an hour show, but he probably does like 10, 15 minutes of reads. And so, maybe not that much, maybe like 10 minutes. So he's really only doing like 50, 45-ish minutes. Anyway, if you're enjoying the show for some odd reason, folks, and you'd like to support me, but more importantly, you'd like to get some cool shit, head over to patreon.com/Trevor Ohlsen. That's patreon.com/Trevor Ohlsen. Folks, it's a fun little site where I release an episode every Saturday. All you listeners out there who are signed up, you know what's going on, and you're signed up. So thanks. Patreon.com/Trevor Ohlsen. Sign up. I do an episode on there every Saturday that hopefully doesn't suck. Every Saturday on Patreon, exclusive to Patreon. And this is sort of like a way that I can deliver an extra show to you guys. I can deliver you, some extra content. And then obviously you can sign up, and not only do you get all the Saturday episodes, but you also get daily inspirational messages delivered to you only the way that I can do it, folks. Daily inspirational messages to get you fired up, to get you fucking thinking, concepts to think about, ideas worth implementing potentially. You get that. You also get a handwritten letter from me when you sign up, and an autographed picture. You can also get t-shirts and opportunities to Skype with me as well. All sorts of cool shit, folks, all sorts of cool shit. So head over to patreon.com/Trevor Ohlsen. Not only is it a way for you to sign up and get a bunch of cool shit, but it's for sure the best way to support me as a podcaster, as a creator, as an entertainer, as a fucking human being. This is the best way for you to show your support. I don't want you to reach out and be like, I really love your stuff, Trevor. Fuck you. All right? Give me your money. You can sign up for as little as $5 a month. $5 a month, folks. And don't be one of those cheap fucks who signs up for a month and quits. I mean, come on. These people, they sign up. They're like, I just want to support you. Then they sign up for a month and they quit. It's like, thanks for the $5. I'll put it in my IRA. I don't know. No. Listen, I appreciate anyone who signs up. But head over to patreon.com/Trevor Ohlsen. Sign up. You're going to support me. More importantly, though, you're going to get a bunch of cool shit. So I should have reversed that. So sign up, you'll get a bunch of cool shit, and then you'll also be supporting me in the background. Okay? All right, great. Show is resuming. Back at it. So I think I'm going to go out today. The sun is shining. Oh, my God. Grab my leg up here. Like an old person. Maybe I'll go film some drone shots. I feel like I'm still just in what's the word? I'm in, like, the Twilight Zone. Now that my album's done. When did I finish it? Like 2 months. No. December. Okay, so it's been like a month. I've been done with it for like a month, and I'm still, like, trying to find my fucking get back on track. It's like, it's all I did for the last 8 months. And, yeah, I just need to keep focusing on new things. I started a new Instagram account, which, let me try that, actually. I'll try it on the air with you guys. Here we go. I started a new Instagram account because, obviously, my account was getting disabled and all sorts of lame shit. I'm going to switch accounts here, log into an existing account. I'm going to see if this works. All right. And I got an email this morning saying that this should no longer be a problem on my other account. But, let me see, Trevor Ohlsen. Okay, type in my password. Let's see, did I type it in right? I did. Okay, let's see if this works. Thanks for providing your info. We'll review your info and we can confirm it. You'll be able to request a review in 24 hours. Log out. Yeah, this is what keeps happening. Fuck you, Instagram. Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, so I don't even think I'm going to try to jump back into my old account because honestly, this one's being built up fresh. It's brand new. I'm actually putting effort into this one. It's built on a bit more of a solid foundation. And to be honest, I'm getting a considerable bit of engagement for the number of followers that I have just starting out. So if you'd like to go follow my new Instagram account, it's Trevor Ohlsen Music. All right, Trevor Ohlsen Music on Instagram. I'm posting a lot of the same shit that, it's actually kind of cool because I lost all of my followers. I only had 15. Well, I only had 1,500. But I realized, and my account getting deactivated really frustrated me. But also I was like, well, I only had 1,500 people following me. And like I was like, a lot of them were just from my hometown, which I'm not shitting on people from my hometown, but I was just like, yeah, it's just like a local bit of, a handful of local people following me. And so I started looking up. I was like, well, I need to have an Instagram account. I was like, I have to be fucking on the internet if I'm going to even sort of have some sort of successful career as an entertainer. And I was like, I'll just make a new account. And then I stumbled on this cool guy on YouTube, called Biaheza. And dude, this kid's killing it. And I say kid because he's like 18 and killing it online, as in he's a millionaire. He really figured it out, and he was really giving some good ideas on how to grow things. And I'm implementing his strategies, and they're working. And I guess for some reason in my mind, I'm just like, well, it'll just grow. It'll just grow on its own, right? And it's like, it's not. Like, things are not just gonna grow on their own. They will if you're putting out good shit consistently. Because things can grow organically. Like I said, I put out that 10 signs you're from the UP video, and that got 400,000 views, completely organically in a few, not long, 100,000 views in a day. And so that was all organic with no promotion when I only had like 7,000 people following me. And it reached 600 something thousand people. So, I mean, that was all organic, people sharing it. So it is possible for things to grow organically, but it's like you have to sort of, no, you have to put forth a perpetual effort to grow it. And I'm doing what he's suggesting. It's growing. It's brand new. But I feel like if I just keep doing what I'm doing, it's gonna keep growing. And so, yay, I'll have some people following me. Whoop-de-doo. I don't know. It's like I want follower, like yes, I want people following me online, but like more importantly, I just want to be able to like do shows and like have people come out. And unfortunately, it just seems to be the case that, maybe not unfortunately, it just seems to be the case that it's like people who bring out people to shows have a strong internet following. Because that's where, like, think of the last time you stumbled upon someone new and it wasn't through the internet. Like, as a young man, I stumble upon everything on the internet. It's like authors, business people, music. I literally stumble upon everything, and it's because of the internet. And that's just how it works. So it's like you have to, if you're going to be successful in any business, I think it's in 2021, it's like you got to be online. You have to be. All right? And it is what it is. And you just have to suck it up. Like, I just have to suck it up right now. Because I'll be honest, if I could just get off it, I would. I wouldn't be on it. I was off it for 3 weeks when my account was deactivated, and it was great. No fucking messages from people. No replying. No thinking of posting. Just focused on working out, my family, my health, my relationships, my career, my music. Like, it'd be nice to have someone just running it for me, but I just think I have to do it, especially right now. It's like I'm not gonna fucking pay anyone to do it, and no one's gonna do it as good as I want them to. And people are like I said, if I could hire someone full time, then they would do it. Like my friend Michael, he'd be great at it. Like he's a good photographer, and if I could hire him full time, he'd really be great at it, because then he'd have a full time gig getting, he's a photographer, filmmaker, creative dude. Go follow him and follow him on Instagram. I think it's Michael Johns. Yeah, it's Michael Johns. John. Johns. There you go. Joanna. No, Michael Joanna. But if I could like hire someone full time, like, hey, here's $50,000, follow me around year round and film me, I would do that. And like post everything and make it look great, and I can do some captions. That way it's still my voice. And you're just capturing me in the moment. Like, that'd be ideal. So if anyone wants to give me $50,000, like, you'll get some awesome content. But I need it like every year to keep Michael on board. So $50,000 a year. You can just Venmo it to me. Trevor Ohlsen Music, I think, is my Venmo. I'm testing out how much coffee I can drink, and I feel my heartbeat. Oh, it feels fine. I usually only have like 1-ish cups, a little more like 1.5 cups. But see, it's working. But I'm testing out a little more to see if I can handle it, because I get a little sleepy midday, and I want to see if I just have a little caffeine, if that doesn't happen. But I also know that if I drink too much caffeine, I get all jittery and I don't feel great. And so I'm testing it today, and really, I'm gonna have 2. I'm for sure not even having 3 cups today. That'd be too much. I remember one time I drank a full pot of coffee, and it was not good. I was back in college. I drank a full pot of coffee. Like, I swear it was late, too. And I went to the recording studio. I was recording with my friend Eric, and I was like, dude, I can't record right now. I was like, I feel fucked up. Like, it was too much caffeine. And that was the first and only time that I feel like I felt too much caffeine. And that was because, like I said, I was like, I'll just drink a full pot. And it, like, stains your teeth. I don't know. I do love coffee, though, in the morning. Wow, Trevor, this show's really, really great. You're just talking about coffee and how much you hate us. Hate being on the internet. I don't hate being on the internet. Like I said, I think I just need to start having some guests. Because, well, for one, it'd be fun. It'd be fun to have another brain in here to speak with. Like all these, yeah. Like Bill Burr is the only one that I listen to who's actually, it's just him all the time. Like he doesn't have a producer with him. I mean, but he has other podcasts. Excuse me, he has like the Bill and Bert podcast. He does all sorts of shit. He's great. He's one of those guys, like he's a great example of like he's done it as far as he's sold out. You know, he could do Madison Square Garden, which is bonkers. But he's just he just views himself as like any old comic just trying to get better. Like I have so much respect for him. And that seems to be the case with all these guys I admire. Like, they're at the top of their field. They're the best at what they do. But they're super focused on perpetual self-improvement, and they don't view themselves as the greatest of all time. Like, they know they're successful, but it's like they're always constantly working on new things, and they're always trying to get better. Like, they're always sharpening the sword, always. And I think that's an important reminder. I think that's a great reminder for me. Is you just got to keep sharpening the sword. Like it doesn't stop. You stop, then you go chop some shit down. That sword's gonna be dull. You got to sharpen it again. So I think I need some guests. Who do you guys want to see? Now, who do I want? That's what really matters. I want to have my friend on. I want to have my friend Jared from his band Buffalo Fuzz. I've got all sorts of guests. I just need to reach out to him. I need to stop being fucking lazy. That's all. That's all I need to do. Stop being lazy, Trevor, and just fucking reach out to people, okay? Why the fuck would I sign up on Patreon if you don't even fucking care? I do care. Why are you yelling at me? I think I might potentially be becoming a crazy person because I yell into a microphone by myself for 2 hours every week. Maybe. That's just a hypothesis. I don't know. Some people say it's a skill. Like, a lot of these comedians I listen to, they're always so funny. They're just like, they just come out and they're like, yeah, I have a problem. They come out and they're like, yeah, I don't know if I'm schizophrenic. Like, most comedians, let's see if this is true. Comedians, well, the first thing that comes up is depressed. Yeah. How about, are most comedians mentally ill? Okay, let's see what this comes up. The sad clown, the deep emotions behind stand-up comedy. This is by CNN. Comedians used to tell a joke that goes like this. A comedian walks into a psychologist's office. The psychologist says, "Lie down and tell me everything you know." The punchline, "I haven't been able to get an appointment since. He's been doing my act in Philadelphia." Okay. That's lame. No, like comedians, I don't know, what is it? Like, yeah, like they're using Robin Williams as an example. I guess like comedians and entertainers in general, like there's a lot of people who we would consider as hyper successful in the entertainment industry. And And what? Like, is it just an act? Like, it can be exhausting trying to, like, if you have to, like, do an act, like, that's why this show is me being me. Because if I had to do, like, an act for an hour, it'd be probably be too much. And you'd probably become a bit disconnected from yourself. I don't know. It's like, one of my favorite rappers, Hobson. Like, well, a lot of these rappers, like Eminem, like it's not just Eminem, it's Eminem and it's Slim Shady and it's Marshall Mathers and it's all these different personas. And, you know, one of my favorite rappers, Hobson, it's, you know, he's Hobson the rapper, but then he's also Marcus Hobson, like the guy. And Kendrick, like there's Kendrick Lamar and K Dot and King something or other. I don't know. Like it's a thing that entertainers do, and I don't know, like the entertainment industry, I'm like barely in it because everything's shut down. I don't know. It's you know, as someone who's been actively working on music and now this podcast, and I've done a bunch of videos throughout the years, it's just like any other journey of entrepreneurship. That's probably what it is. It's just choose your struggle. That's what it is. It's choose your struggle. It's like you get a career that you don't like and struggle, or get a career that you do like and struggle. And I don't mean necessarily financially, because you can become very successful and still be struggling. Like struggling with doubts, struggling with worry, struggling with new ideas, like struggling. Like it's an ongoing struggle, but it's the idea of having better problems, you know? Like Warren Buffett has money problems, but he has better money problems than, you know, a homeless person, like who also has money problems. So, you know, Warren, that's just an example. It's like you should perpetually try to strive to have better problems. I guess what I'm saying, folks, is life is inherently difficult. But this isn't like a cynical sort of depressed, nihilistic view. It's just a reality, and you have to make the most of it, and you have to take responsibility for your life. And, you know, if you're going to be successful in whatever venture it is that you're doing, you just have to keep showing up and keep doing it. That's all. Or maybe it's not going to work, and you have to do something else. But the important thing is you just have to keep trying, and you have to keep figuring out what's going to work. That's what's going to work. You know, and things take time. Like, I'll be completely honest with you guys. Even though I just made this album, I don't know if it's just because of the fucking pandemic. I feel like it is, maybe. But, like, I hardly feel like a fucking musician at this point. I hardly feel like it. And it's like, do I want to do music? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? But, like, I've never felt that way before. And it's just the industry coming to an abrupt halt that's made me second guess things. And it's made a lot of people second guess things. But I still made the album, which is not out yet. And I just know I want to, like, do something meaningful with my time that I like to do that's in my domain of competency. Like, I'm good at talking, I'm good at music, I'm good at making people laugh, I kind of blanket statement it with, I'm good at entertaining people. And so it's like, I want to do something in that realm. And then you have to figure out how to monetize it, and you have to figure out how to make it work. And it takes a long time. Like, my God, like most of the time as entertainers, you don't make money for like the first 10 years. And then if you're lucky, things start to kind of grow and take off. It's like, I've been releasing music for a long time, and it wasn't until last year that, you know, or a couple years ago that, you know, a song got on a playlist that had 1 million plays. And it's like, and I made no money from it, because like very little money from it, because it's just, it's like, you just have to be Really, really, really getting a lot of views, a lot of plays, a lot of eyeballs on you in order to like be making money online. Now, there is something to be said, like you can make good money touring with a small following. Like you can make decent money that way. Definitely. And so that's all fucking shut down. Again, I'm just happy I started this podcast and Patreon and everything so that I'm at least doing something creatively while the music industry seems to be on hold as far as gigs. I'm anxious to start releasing my music, releasing the new track. Again, and like I talked again to this manager, he's like, yeah, the touring thing's on hold. Just release songs and try to get in the algorithm. It's like, fuck. Really? That's all you're giving me? Just release songs and get on a schedule and hopefully you'll get in the fucking Spotify algorithm and the Instagram out. Like all this, I fucking hate the algorithms. All right, again, and I'm just complaining. So I feel open with you guys. Like, it just seems like there's no control there. Like, just post consistently and hopefully something works. And you know what? There's a lot to be said with that. Fuck. There is. Like, I posted a long time and then one of my videos blew up and then a few videos after that blew up as well. But then I fucking stopped. And then it's like all that momentum went away. And that's my fault. And I was younger then and I didn't really realize I didn't know how to respond to a lot of people viewing me and looking at me and talking about me. And so I'm trying to figure that out. And I think, like this show being every Wednesday and every Saturday, I think that's a good routine. And this is brand new. There's like 40 or 50 of you listening. And like if I vlog maybe once a week and if I release... I just got some shit to figure out, you guys. But by God, I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I will. All right, folks. We got 3 minutes left. What do we gotta talk about for the next 3 minutes? Nothing. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have drank as much coffee. I feel it in my belly. I feel it rumbling in my tummy. Oh yeah. I think I'll go fly my drone. That'd be fun. Get some cool shots. And I'll be vlogging throughout the day, throughout the week, that sort of thing. I'm gonna try that. I need to just do that. Need to do it. Just gotta do it. All right, we got 2 minutes left. 120 seconds. What do you want me to talk about? Listen, I don't think Corona's real. All right? I think it's fake. I was just kidding. But I was talking to a guy at the gym the other day, and he was like, listen, he's like, it's like 20,000 tops people have died. And I'm like, how do you know these numbers? He's like, listen, like 20,000 people slipped on the ice this year and died. He's like, COVID. 20,000 dead. That's it. I'm like, but there's like 300,000. Like, I'm sure that 300,000 number is not accurate. Because they have been, mislabeling a lot of people who, if you die with, it's like, did you die with COVID or because of COVID? And, but I just thought he was like, it's all fake. I'm like, really? You think it's fake? He's like, I mean, it's a real virus, but 20,000 dead. I was like, where's your medical degree? I don't know. It was just, I was like, yeah, I just really didn't want to argue. Him and I were on the same page. I was like, listen, we need to open things up. I'm sorry, but like we do. I know you're not going to like hearing that, but we have to open things up. But it just him throwing the number out, like just total spitballing. 20,000. 20,000 dead. What's the problem? 20,000 slipped on the ice. Come on, you going to shut down the country? 20,000. It's like, where are you getting your facts? All right, folks. Thanks so much for listening to the show. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't. The Trevor Ohlsen Show at gmail.com. Again, I'd love to hear from you. Please reach out. to the Trevor Ohlsen Show at gmail.com. And if you'd like to sign up for all the extra fun shit, you'd like to get a bunch of cool shit, pardon me, and get some handwritten letters, autographed pictures, t-shirts, opportunities to Skype with me, all sorts of cool shit, be sure to head over to patreon.com/Trevor Ohlsen. That's patreon.com/Trevor Ohlsen. New episodes every Saturday. All sorts of cool shit for you guys when you sign up. All right, you guys all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I will not see you tomorrow. I always say that with the daily inspirational messages. I will see you all Saturday.